Finally, folks, Sony released the official firmware update for the A7S III, the A1, the A7 IV, and the A9 III firmware update is coming in April. That's what Sony said today. I'm outside my house here, sorry, because I'm going to ski right now. You can see that it did snow, and I'm going up in half an hour, so that's why I just improvised this setup, and I'm not spending a lot of time today to discuss the firmware update. Just a personal note, I do own the A7R V and not one of those cameras, so I cannot test the firmware right now. So if you own the A7S III, A1 and the A7 IV and you have done the update, please let us know in the comment system how it works, if you can find out some other features that are not mentioned in the press release, because on a quick look on the press release I noticed that there are actually more features than expected. For example, the A7S III also has gotten the FX3 style menu style. It's not something that you read in the press release, but one guy made the update and noticed that he got this feature. Also, there are many bug fixes and so forth, so there's much more than the actual press release let you know. I will link to all the firmware update links in the description box below, so you can quickly jump over to the official press release, but also to the official single download pages for all the cameras. I will quickly walk you through the main features that you get on the new cameras. First of all, you have Creators App support. That's something that was expected, so you can use the app on all those cameras. Then you get the C2PA compliant service. This is an authentication tool which certifies how the image was edited, so that you have authenticity proof, so that it's not so easy to fake images. This is a standard that is still work in progress, so it's a step in the right direction, but it's not 100% foolproof right now, but I like that they are doing it. And Sony's camera are now getting this C2PA support. C2PA sounds like that robot from Star Wars, but that's it. And now I will walk you through the main features on some of the updates. I repeat, there are many more features. If you walk through the firmware update page, there's really a ton to talk about, but let's go over the main important features. We get relay playback for the A1, A7S III and the A9 III. Then we get the playback filter condition for the A1 and the A7S III, the breathing compensation for the A1 and A7S III, DCI 4K 24p upgrade license for the A7S III, sync release function for the A1 and the A9 III, focus frame display for the A1 and the A9 III, enhanced image stabilization for the A1, increase the upper limit of recorded images from 4,000 to 9,999 on the A1, A7S III, A7 IV and the A9 III. Then we got timecode matching for the A1, A7S III, 20 EPTC presets for the A1 and the A7S III. Custom grid line will be available as a paid license basis for some models. Then we also have updates regarding file transfer and connectivity. Let's walk you through those updates. You have direct in-camera cloud upload, FTP transfer improvements for the A1, A7S III and the A9 III, support for USB streaming on the A1, SFTP support for the A1 and the A7S III, network streaming for the A7 IV, and the Creators App support and the Monitors Control app on the A1 and the A7S III. To wrap it up, we got quite a substantial firmware update from Sony, which is kind of unique because Sony isn't famous for making those kind of big firmware updates, so it's a very important moment for us Sony Alpha shooters, that after 2 years of pressure on Sony, we finally get a major firmware update, and I hope it's not the first, but there are many more to come. I quickly read some reactions on the sonyalpha and on socials, and some were not really extremely happy, expected more for their own camera, but don't worry. This is a first step. I'm sure that Sony now realized they have to be consistent when it comes to firmware update. I'm also happy to learn that my sources this time were right, and we got the firmware update this week. Yes, folks, it's very important now that you share your experience with the new firmware down in the comment system. If you have the A7S III, A7 IV and the A1, and you can test the firmware to see if there are some hidden new features, what are, for example, the stability improvements and so forth. That would be nice. Also make a YouTube video out of it, and I will report it and embed it on sonyalpha so that we can get a quick idea how good everything works. But overall, I'm super happy. Now you can enjoy your new firmware update, and I'm going up to ski on those mountains. Even it's a bit cloudy now, yeah, but it should get better during the day. So I'm taking my kids and going up. Folks, see you soon.